Hello dear Rimworld players, I'm alleles, welcome back to my channel. In my opinion, one of the best concepts in Rimworld is the xenotypes and freedom of mixing xenogenes to create new and unique pawns for ourselves. I think it provides a very powerful replayability to Rimworld, and it is one of the most popular locations visited by mod developers. In this video, I want to share the best xenotype mods that I personally include in my every playthrough. The first mod is That's Xenotypes Stoneborn. It is created by Deathriser and adds a dwarf-like new xenotype called Stoneborn. They are very similar to dwarves of Middle-earth, not only by appearance but also with their personality and xenogenes. Stoneborns are very strong and stubborn folk who were bioengineered to be greedy little miners. They have enhanced genetic capabilities for mining, crafting and construction. Also, they can use a new ability called Stone Coal to buff their mining and construction skills. These slow and stubborn friends might be a very good option to start your new Under the Mountain colony. In addition to that, the mod comes with two different Stoneborn factions, one of which is Outlander and the other is Industrial. Especially the Industrial faction might be a very good ally to protect yourself from the raiders and trade to obtain the late game equipment. And yes, for the Tolkien enthusiasts out there, the female dwarves have their facial hair implemented. Before continuing with the next xenotype, could you please consider subscribing to my channel? I'm creating content about strategy games, including Hearts of Iron 4 and Crusader Kings 3, and you might like the other videos in my channel. Also, I'm only 30 subscribers away from the 1k threshold, therefore every subscription is a great gift to me. Alright, let's continue with the second xenotype mod, Resupplies Charmweavers. I will make an offer you cannot refuse. Would you like to have a nymphomaniac succubus in your colony? Well, this mod exactly does that. The mod is developed by Helixian and adds Charmweavers who are very rare, lust-driven, ageless creatures who feed on human blood. Charmweavers are shockingly beautiful and capable of influencing other pawns with their beauty, making them their servants. The servants form a psychic bond with the master and become addicted to the presence of Charmweaver. This psychic enthralling also instantly recruits the servants if they are prisoners earlier. In addition to their very distinctive appearance, Charmweaver come with a very strange lust trait that allows them to carry multiple babies. This trait comes with its upsides and downsides, because overpopulating a colony might not always be the best thing to do, and definitely the consequences are dependent to the state of your colony. Of course, having such a loaded pawn in your colony requires a lot of attention, just like having a Sanguophage, which moves us to the next mod, Vanilla Races Expanded, Sanguophage's mod. This mod adds 3 different sub-xenotypes to regular Sanguophages and has a ton of content in it. I'd like to talk about this mod, however I'm planning to make a video that I will focus only on the Vanilla Races Expanded mods. That's why it is better to continue with the 4th xenotype, Euglena. It is basically the Groot. The mod is developed by Demon 2016 and adds a new race capable of photosynthesis and plant-like regeneration. These woody humanoids do not need food if they are fed by the sun. Not only that, but also sun boosts their physical conditions such as working speed. Unfortunately, this boost comes with a very challenging downside to balance it out. Euglena works much slower than a normal pawn when it is not exposed to direct sunlight. These creatures forces you to have a very extraordinary outdoors colony in which you can maximize the capabilities of Euglena. Also, they are very hard to kill due to the xenogenes, superclothing and plant regeneration. If you give enough time, a Euglena will regenerate all the lost limbs over time, and they're technically immortal, but practically not. When a Euglena reaches a certain age, they will turn into plants since they are actually a piece of the great tree. The last two xenotypes are mainly developed by same developer, Sovereign. The first one, Nephilim, adds angelic, rare, powerful beings to Rimworld. They are very similar to Sanguophages in the way that they need to be fed with graces in order to perform their miracles. Those miracles ranges between very ordinary flying capabilities to the extreme of reviving dead opponents and granting them a second chance. Nephilim is mostly found in Empire ranks, even though they are very rare to encounter. If you could somehow recruit a Nephilim, congratulations, you found your natural leader of your colony. Also, those interested in more Nephilims can add Seraphim Xenotype add-on, which adds another Xenotype that can turn other pawns into Nephilims. However, this might be a little broken capability, that is why I do not usually prefer it. And the last one, another homogenic creature from Sovereign, Beliar. Beliar are a group of bioengineered impets who live to succeed in only one thing: carnage. They are created by mixing the genetic material of Sanguophages and impets, which granted them the ability to consume hemogen directly from their dead enemies, but not immortality. Their infernal organs burn like a flame and set ablaze their enemies with burning fists. These demonic creatures are like a timed bomb in your colony, since they have homicidal urges and get upset over time when they did not kill anything. When I said they're timed bombs, I did not exaggerate. They're literally timed bombs and explode just like boomalopes when they are dead. Also, they leave highly flammable material behind, so it is best to be cautious when they encounter one. Vanilla impets can resist to high temperatures and fire, but Beliar is completely immune to fire damage, and they are impossible to set fire. Beliar will randomly spawn in impet tribes and pirates, which will give a hard time to the players, since they are very dangerous, ferocious, and not even done when you kill them, since they explode and setting ablaze your base. And this was the last Xenotype. I think those Xenotypes can very well integrate to vanilla game without harming the original art style and game dynamics, since the developers did a fantastic job to imitate the original artwork and create balanced xenogenes and races. I personally love playing with many different races active in my playthrough because it gives a unique experience by increasing the difference between every encounter and ensures you are not going to be bored easily. If you watched until this moment, please do not forget to subscribe and share your personal favorites in the comments down below. I really like to read your own experiences and preferences in the comments, and I might include them in the upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching. For now, goodbye.